Hi guys, welcome back to Alia B. तो पिछले साल in 2022, just before the year ended, I asked you guys to give me a couple of suggestions on what videos I should maybe do in the new year and that I would work hard to make those videos. So this is part of me working hard. क्योंकि I think जो suggestion में से एकदम top suggestion था was to do a skincare video. And I thought कि चलो let's start with that because I think the world knows how passionate I am about my skincare routine. But the world doesn't know कि जो मेरा introduction हुआ था skincare का, the guru, my skincare guru is Miss Shaheen Bhatt, my dear and lovely sister. I don't think before you gave me my skincare products, I ever even did anything with skincare. Like I was like just washing my face.
Yeah, I think you had a really basic skincare routine until I literally gave you a full ingredient product breakdown. You have it.
This is literally what you gave me, remember?
Yeah, I gave this to you for Christmas.
You gave me I was going to
I
ask you, was it
literally-
my birthday or Christmas?
No, it was for Christmas. I did like a whole breakdown of every ingredient.
And this was 2018? 2019?
2018?
2018.
I think.
I know it was way before the lockdown because during lockdown is when we actually started even getting deeper into it.
We started doing our skincare together in lockdown a little more, you know what I mean?
So, this is what Shaheen gave me, Alia's skincare kit with all the really great ingredients for your skin and a suggestion of my morning routine and an evening routine. What we want to start by talking with, because we were discussing this, is we said we wanted to start with addressing our skin types. Right?
Yeah, I think it's really important to talk about skin types because Alia and I have both very different skin types. We also have very different skin tones. We have very different skin concerns. So the way that we approach our routines are also really different because of that.
So my skin type, I would say I have combination skin. Like sometimes my skin can be very dry. I get like dry patches literally. And sometimes I have like certain sections like my T-zone that can get very oily and my pores can clog up very quickly if I don't like deeply cleanse, for example.
You also have sensitive skin.
I also have sensitive skin,
Can be.
especially during my pregnancy. My skin was extremely sensitive. That's a separate video altogether where I really had to just cut it down and I didn't literally do anything. I tried out so many products, I remember, that were sensitive, but they were still like irritating my skin, for example.
My skin type is the complete opposite. I don't have sensitive skin at all, but my skin is really dry. I also deal with a lot of acne. My skin's not really happy right now. I've got a couple of blemishes and a couple of spots.
Beautiful. Sorry, I
just touched my skin. Yeah, so I mean, I deal with a lot of acne. I deal with a lot of pigmentation. So my concerns are really different from Alia's skincare concerns. And what was really interesting for me is because I used to deal with a lot of acne when I was younger, I didn't realize that dry skin can also cause, I used to think my skin was oily. But I didn't realize that dry skin can actually also cause oily skin because your skin compensates for the lack of oil and it does excessive sebum production. So which I was very confused. I was like, oh, I didn't realize that. I always thought my skin was oily until I realized it was dry. And once I started giving it adequate moisture, that oiliness just completely evaporated. So yeah, we're very different skin types in that sense.
And skin insecurities, okay, that's another thing that I think we should address because everybody has a certain set of insecurities for which they focus on skincare. I think my primal insecurity has always been acne. I mean, I'm somebody who really struggles if I see, I touch wood, do not like have massive breakout, but even if I get that one odd pimple, it really drives me crazy. And I'm one of those people who tends to pick. I know it's like it's a sin, you're not meant to pick your pimples, but I just can't help it. I'm like, whatever. So one of the things that has really, I think, helped me not pick on my pimple is using a pimple patch. And it helps, in my opinion, helps dry out the pimple and bring out whatever is underneath it, the dirt, impurities, even faster. And once it kind of comes out, I go and I pop it. I know it's not good and I would not suggest that you should do it. I'm just being honest and telling you what I do. Another again, insecurity that I have is I guess dry patches, because that tends to happen sometimes, especially around my mouth area. And I know, because I don't usually use an exfoliator, the areas around my nose as well get very, very dry and kind of clogged up. So those are my insecurities.
My skin insecurities, as you put it, earlier, are, like I said, I have a lot of acne. So I get a lot of like post-inflammatory hyperpigmentation. I get a lot of, like marks and spots after I've had acne. So the acne in and of itself doesn't always bother me, like not to the extent it bothers you.
But even I get marks.
The marks, the pigmentation really bothers me, because I feel like my skin is really prone to pigmentation. One of the things that I'm most insecure about, that I haven't fully, like there's other things that I've come around to, I'm okay with. My dark circles really bother me. Like they still really, really bother me. There's not a whole lot to be done about that, but it's just something that, it's just a part of my face that I'm still coming to terms with.
Okay, so those were our skin concerns and our skin insecurities. What we want to now, we're going to get into what we usually do. But before that, I want to first say that, firstly, why do we do skincare? Let's break it down. जो लोग सोचते हैं कि स्किन केयर बहुत वेन है, बहुत टाइम स्पेंड करते हो, नथिंग लाइक दैट. योर स्किन इज द लार्जेस्ट ऑर्गन इन योर बॉडी. तो जैसे हम अपना गट का ख्याल रखते हैं, मेंटल हेल्थ का ख्याल रखते हैं, लंग्स का ख्याल रखते हैं, बेसिकली बॉडी हेल्थ पे काम करते हैं और ख्याल रखते हैं, द सेम वे यू शुड बी टेकिंग केयर ऑफ योर स्किन. वन इज शॉर्ट टर्म गोल्स, preventing acne, looking glowy, feeling great, having a self-care ritual. I would call that short term. और दूसरा है लॉन्ग टर्म, प्रिवेंटेटिव केयर, जो आप फ्यूचर के लिए कर रहे हो, ताकि आपका स्किन फ्यूचर में भी like 10 years from now, 20 years from now, you're building that foundation for your skin. So that's why I thought, let's just get Shaheen, my skincare guru. Now let's get into it. So I'll start. I wake up in the morning. So this is my pre-gym, which is basically whether I'm going for a shoot or whether I have a day at home. I always do my skincare as soon as I wake up in the morning, and then I go to the gym. This is just pure wash my face, and I literally shower after my gym. Like this is my routine in every situation. So as I wake up, I cleanse, and I've already cleansed because there's no room to cleanse over here. So I use the Cetaphil Gentle Skin Cleanser. For me, a gentle cleanser always works way better than a really foamy, hectic cleanser. I don't like the feeling when जब स्किन एकदम टाइट और ऑलमोस्ट ड्राई हो जाता है क्लेंजिंग के बाद. फॉर मी दैट्स अ बिग नो नो. आई हैव टू अग्री दो कि अर्लियर आई यूज टू थिंक कि इसका मतलब है कि स्किन बहुत साफ हो रहा है एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट व्हेन इट्स गेटिंग रियली टाइट. एंड I realized that it was really making my skin extremely dry, and I was losing a lot of water, and it was really stripping my skin. So then I switched to a gentle cleanser, and this is my go-to.
So I don't cleanse my skin in the morning. I don't feel like I said, I have dry skin. I don't feel like I need to cleanse twice a day. I double cleanse every single evening, because I feel like I have a lot of like SPF on my face that I need to get off my face. So very, very rarely, sometimes if I feel like I still have, because sometimes I do a very moisture locking type of routine. If I feel like my skin has still got a little bit of product, I'll splash a bit of water. No, I still won't use a cleanser.
Okay.
I don't feel like I need it. So I go straight into my into the rest of my steps without cleansing first thing.
Okay. I always use really cold water when I cleanse in the morning. I don't know why I prefer that. Okay, so the next step, I don't use a toner, but the next step I go for is, it's like a toning mist sort of a thing. This is one of my favorite products, again given to me by my sister. Bioma. It's a triceramide complex. It has probiotics. It's just really great. Ceramides in general we love, right? It's
Hero ingredient.
They're the hero ingredient. Building blocks of your skin, really help get rid of any kind of wrinkles, fine lines, smooth skin,
plump up your skin, hydrate your skin.
Yeah, so we love ceramides. It's also great for like any environmental, it protects and like prevents any sort of environmental damage. So that's mine.
So like I said, my skin is a little unhappy at the moment. So my skincare routine that I would be doing today is slightly different than maybe what I usually do. So the first thing that I would go in with today is like a hyaluronic acid serum. This is a SkinCeuticals intensifier. I feel like my skin needs a little more moisture at the, just a little more moisture at the moment. So hyaluronic acid I find is a really good way to ensure that I get the moisture that I need. It essentially, the way that hyaluronic acid works is it draws in moisture from your environment.
It's a humectant.
It's a humectant. It draws in moisture from the environment. So, and we live in a humid climate.
Yeah.
It's a little drier right now, but it's still a very humid climate. So it's great for humid climate. It just draws in that moisture. So today, I'm starting off with a hyaluronic acid.
My next step would be a serum. I don't have too many serums to choose from. I have like 2 for my AM routine. I'm gonna go in today with the Rhode Peptide Glazing Fluid. It's just honestly one of my favorite products. It was a nightmare trying to get it to me, but it's here. Again, peptides. Tanna, you want to speak a little bit about peptides? I just take like 2 or 3 pumps.
Yeah, so peptides, I mean, very similar to ceramides, also really help kind of with the same things. It helps with a lot of the hydration. It helps with just building up that skin barrier, essentially. It's ceramides, peptides.
Keeps your skin firm,
Yeah.
smooth. Ceramides are more hydrating than peptides, but I think from what I've read and learned, the combination of ceramides and peptides go great together.
Yeah.
So that's my step number 3.
3, yeah,
Yeah.
because you do a cleanse step. Yeah.
Yeah.
So my step number 2 today again is very different than what it would usually be. Today I'm going in instead with an avocado ceramide recovery serum. So again, what we were talking about, ceramides. It's just helping again with that skin barrier. It's helping soothe my skin, which is what I think I really need more of at the moment.
Soothing.
Soothing, nourishing.
Nourishing. Speaking of soothing and nourishing, genuinely this next product is like really soothing and nourishing. So now after my serum, I would follow up with a moisturizer. Because it's daytime, I would go for a completely lightweight moisturizer. Of course, unless I'm in some extreme cold climate, then I would go for a heavier moisturizer. I mean, you can go like for a more gel-based, like hydrating, like which is more water-based, kind of like a heavier serum. A moisturizer, which is a complete moisturizer, is very different. So hydration is one side, moisturizing is one side, right? I like how I'm looking at you for validation.
I guess yes.
So my next product would be this Deo In My Defense. It's one of my favorite products. I don't think I've ever felt this like attached to a product, okay? And
Who
this
brought it into your life?
Of course, Shaheen as well. This also has ceramides.
So you're really doubling down on the ceramides, basically.
And literally it has I put quite a bit. Honestly, I put like 4 pumps. But on this it says soothing, calming, strengthening, nourishing. All words that we love. So very often I also like to moisturize my ears.
Yeah. I also like to, I mean, I usually go in on my neck also. At the moment, I
Yeah.
have not done that, but I would usually go in on my neck as well. So my next step today is again not something I usually do. Today I'm going in with a caffeine solution for my under eyes because I feel like my under eyes are feeling a little puffy. So that's what I
used to use that.
Yeah, I don't do this very often. I just use it on, like on certain days. Today is one of those days where I feel like it's what I want to do. I don't believe in using eye cream, like in the sense that the under eyes need hydration, absolutely, but I don't think you need to buy a separate eye cream.
Yeah.
Your moisturizer works just fine. I used to think, and eye creams are really expensive as well. Like they're just a really expensive thing. This is my next step. It's just a caffeine depuffs under the eyes, basically, and I feel like I want that.
And actually then that's it. Like last step would be the most important step, which is SPF. Again, this sunscreen which Shaheen suggested to me has changed my life because it's called Fusion Water 50 SPF. It's just really great. It feels great. It's light, and I feel like I'm very protective. So I actually do something quite cute with it. So they say two fingers. So I do this and I do a smiley face. Because when it comes to SPF, honestly, more is more. There's no less is more.
So cute.
Am I cute? But did you hear what I just said? When it comes to SPF, more is more.
More is more.
Are you proud of me?
Yeah, I'm extremely proud of you because a lot of people think just using a teeny tiny amount of SPF is enough. No. You need, there's a certain amount that you need. 2 fingers is the best way. Otherwise, there's some teaspoon measure of how many teaspoons you need or a short,
Also, what happens is usually I'm going for shoot, so I don't land up topping my sunscreen up because I have to put makeup on. So I like to really go for a heavy kind of this thing, and then the makeup comes on top of it. So because I can't take my makeup off and put sunscreen, put makeup on again. It just doesn't happen. So I really go for a good dose.
So my next step is now my moisturizer. Today I'm going in with a Derma. It's again a soothing repairing cream.
I love this one.
I discovered this when I had at one point destroyed my skin barrier because I was using too many actives and too regularly, almost every day, which is what you were saying.
That's what happened to me.
We got into that zone where it was you think you have to use every active every day, all at the same time, and doing that I completely destroyed my skin barrier.
100%.
And this honestly, it completely saved my skin. It was given to me by my dermatologist, and
I also use this when before using dew, I was using this.
Yeah, so I tend to go in with quite a lot of moisturizer. Like I said, my skin's dry, so I prefer using quite a bit of moisturizer.
Also, I think in Derma, do you have the same one? Yours is the soothing repair cream. I got anti-marks because like I said, I pick a lot.
Yeah.
So again, suggested by my dermatologist, suggests you focus on the areas that you feel like the marks exist, and it'll kind of fade with time.
Yeah. So I find this is really good for me. It's not, I wouldn't say it's a lightweight moisturizer. It's a fairly
but it's not heavy either.
It's not heavy, but there are days where I would go in with a heavier moisturizer. I like a lot of moisture. Sometimes I feel like I almost over moisturize, but I just feel like my skin feels really nice when I have that I feel more comforted with that extra hydration. And I like to put my extra moisturizer on my hands as well. So I like it, just nice.
Okay, well, the most important step, and I'm not taking my lip on.
Your lip?
Okay. You also putting sunscreen?
Yeah, I'm going in with the exact same sunscreen, and I go 2 fingers like that. You can talk about your next step as I sunscreen myself.
Yeah, because we don't need to talk about how important sunscreen is. I think the whole world knows that.
Yeah.
That's it. The last step would be lip balm. And I, again, love this lip balm. It's like a lip treatment actually. And again, it's a peptide lip treatment, which I found very, very interesting to have peptides in. And it tastes so yummy. And I literally...
What flavor is it?
Salted caramel, I think.
Oh, wow.
Feel kind of a yumminess.
Yumminess, and you feel like it's hydrating and...
Everything.
For my lip balm, so I have really dry and cracked lips all the time. My lips are always flaking. So one thing I really like to do is, I have this silicone lip scrubber that I use very frequently. I prefer it to at the moment I prefer it to, those sugary scrubs. I feel like this does a better job, and it's just one thing that I need in my house. But otherwise, for my lips, what I'm using is I use Aquaphor baby ointment. It's honestly, for me, nothing has worked quite as well. It's petroleum jelly and a bunch of other things like lanolin, I think, and other stuff like that. But I just feel like it does such a great job. I buy this one huge tube, it lasts me months.
There's an Aquaphor lip balm also.
Yeah, but I prefer using the baby ointment. I prefer using this.
So this is what I use on Rava's bum.
Yeah, I know. And I use it on my lips. You can use this on your lips. It's amazing. I really feel like it just, for me, it has changed my life. Nothing has worked as well. It's like this almost Vaseline-like texture, but I feel like for me, it does a much better job.
Okay, so that was our skincare routine. Very basic, easy, not complicated. All the pimple patches that I was talking about, just in case anybody wants to know, I use this CosRx. Great. How to pronounce this? Hydrocolloid. They're great. Honestly, there's nothing to say. It's great. It makes me not touch my pimples. It's lovely. Even you have some pimples.
Yeah, I know. So I also, I have them. This is what they look like out of the packet. So they basically, I mean, what they really do is that they keep the environment clean. You don't touch it, you don't pick at it, and it feels like it sucks out, you know, if there's any gunk in there. I don't know if it actually does, but it feels like it does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like at least
Yeah.
prevents. I think I find it coming out much quicker than putting a cream that kind of fades. Or I mean, I put
Yeah.
the creams when I need to treat, maybe at night or something.
Yeah, but you feel like this is good enough. It does
I
the
feel it's
job.
good enough.
Yeah.
And I can roam around with it. But I'm looking for like something that has like a nice smiley face or like a heart.
A cute
A
one.
cute one, so I can like roam around with it, like chill, free, you know. Okay, so that was our skincare routine, guys. I don't know, I have anything else to say.
No, I mean, yeah, it's good to look after your skin. Enjoy. Yeah, it's great.
Have a fun.
It's great.
Okay, yeah. Have fun. Good day. Have some nice health. See you all later. You know the drill. If you like this video, then like and share and subscribe. And let us know if you want us to do anything else in depth, because we can really go on talking
Yeah,
about
we can talk about it
skincare.
for like 6 hours, where just 90% of all we talk about is skincare.
Yeah. Now we're looking quite glowy and fresh, so we're going to take a pic now. Toodles.